here, for example, just a picture of what is happening in Biotron. It is some by yellow. It is some focal zones. Focal zone right, for example, this is too big, and many bioenergy just fly out, not on the patient. And on left also focal zone is rather not very effective because no head, no legs, only here. It's absolutely clear. It's just geometry, nothing else. Next one. And I make a construction if Jan can have a whole ball, entire ball. I take this part and this part and put it together closer with distance, not diameter, but radius. And then both focal zones put together in the center. And effectiveness immediately became at least 2 times more, but because of size and other other things, I actually make a Biotron which is about 15 times more effective. And by the way, when I patented, I try to correspond with Jan Kangen, but he did not answer. He ignored. But as soon as I patent and he understands what is it, and he again start correspondence with me. We have correspondence about 1.5 months, but he said, anyway, no, not interested, sorry. I had to go by myself. And this is on the right, this is a picture. It is mathematical program Zemax, where they calculate millions of rays, optical millions of rays, and you can modeling some devices on this program. Yes, and I asked to modeling this device with 2 parts of sphere, and have clear result that here is focal zone.
So this is in the middle of the patient, the client. In the middle of the
place
client.
for client.
So the focal zone goes to the clients. Right?
Next one. This is Biotron, which I tried to offer to Richard, and he already have 2 part of sphere, yes, but it was not completed, but never mind, he tried. Yes, and I built 6 Biotrons like this. It was rather big, 4 by 4 meters, and here 2 parts of sphere, and many, rather many plants here. It was rather difficult to operate because rather much work to do. And this is plant activity chart showing days down and activity up. Yes, and we have 2 maximum. 1A is good. It's when just start grain just start, then activity is very good. But biomass is not enough. It's only very small. But B is from fifth day. It's what we are using in Biotron. Actually, I'm producing now several models of Biotrons, beginning from Biotron individual, personal Biotron, which is very easy to operate, only 12 small trays with plants. And actually, my mother using worse version very fast, very fast. Yes, if you use it regularly, for example, it's for sleeping all night. You can sleep all night. Anyway, we should sleep 8 hours. Why not to sleep in the fire? Yes, and my mother sleeping 7 days, 7 nights per month. Yes, every month, 7 months per month, and then it's fantastic result.
Oh,
Just
okay.
fantastic.
How old is she?
Now it's 92, but later I will show it.
Mm.
Next one is I call it family. No, this is a little bit bigger, and you can use it for family. For example, husband and wife, they can share one night wife, one night husband. Yes, and, also it can be used during daytime. So it's good for family. And the rest I already made in other versions. Next. For example, here is a good example. I produced a rather big Biotron with 2 reflectors, one reflector and another reflector. Height of this 80 centimeters. And height of focal zone is 40 centimeters because it's half of radius, 40 centimeters. When patient is laying, he only 20 centimeters, and rather much bioenergy pass through patient. Yes, and what I did 4 reflectors, 2 reflectors and 2 reflectors. Very easy, and focal zone, its right picture, became smaller, and effectiveness at least 2 times more. The same size, the same quantity of aluminium, everything is the same, but effectiveness at least it was more. People saying that 3 times, some of them saying 5 times more effective. Yes, and it is actually was very good idea. Many sector biotons. This is also 8 sectors. This is just example of 2 models. This 4 reflectors. This is what I sent to Richard, and we will make shelves during my stay here, and it will be like this. So it's 60 trays inside with plants, and not more than 20 minutes necessary to stay there. Of course, it is some disadvantage because when usually Biotron is laying Biotron, lay, yes, most of people sleep. Yes, and here sleep is difficult. Somebody sleep, but like this, you know, it's not very convenient. But anyway, it is good. And here you can see this focal zone consists of 8 parts because 8 reflectors, and 2 of them up. It's door. Yes. Why it's bigger? Yes, because people have some of them very tall. Knees should be okay inside this Biotron, but it's 2 ways: increase all Biotron, but it cause effectiveness less, and also it is some more metal and many more space and so on. But another way is just increase only 1 part, but radius of these green reflectors bigger than rest, and to keep focal zones the same. This is just example. Jan Kanchen dead in 2018. And he was dead. He lived not much because he have this technology only 85 years, but he used a very powerful amplifier with very strong electromagnetic field, and everybody saying him that it is not good for health. And but for example, he when I was in his place 15 years ago, he already used this amplifier. And for example, I was on New Year. You know that in Russia, New Year is very good holiday, and 1st of January, 2nd of January was not nobody. But I came from Moscow. I was, of course, for me, was even better. I came him morning and asked, why maybe I can come evening for one more session. He said that no, impossible. I said, why? I will pay money. Why? He said, no, it's not good for health. And he, for customers, he always, for example, he don't permit to use Biotron most often than once half a year, only in half a year again. Yes, he for local people, he 21 sessions. He said that 7 sessions, then 7 days break, then 7 break, 7. Yes, so only for people from Moscow, for example, nobody can come to him for such a long period, 35 days, impossible. And he permit, but himself, he spent 12 hours per day around this Biotron with this very strong field. And every year grows, and he's dead from lung problem, or lung, I don't know English name. Yeah.
Can you just clarify then that small amounts beneficial and long amounts, long exposure, like for him, is really detrimental? Can you just elaborate?
Yeah, I heard about it. That before, Dr. Stein do not use amplifier, so it's a weak, and that the result is good when we try. But later, Dr. Stein put amplifier, and it's too strong because then it becomes bad.
For customers, it was good. For me, it was good also, but it
Short
was
term.
very restricted time.
Yeah.
But Dziankanshin himself spent much time around this, because this electromagnetic field cannot be stopped only in 1 meter. Yes, he spread
So the
maybe
dose,
10
it's been the
meters.
dose.
Yes.
The dose have to use that.
So it's small is good.
Yeah,
No, what he's saying is they were using an electromagnetic amplifier.
Yeah.
And that was causing.
Yeah.
the
So it wasn't the
problems.
Biotron,
No,
because that doesn't make sense.
no, it wasn't. If I could ask, was it like a microwave amplifier? of some-
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Oh, okay.
Very wide band,
Right.
very wide band.
Why
Yeah.
was he using the amplifier? Sorry,
Well, it's experimenting.
just
Yeah.
Before 2004, he did not use any amplifiers and have to keep customers 8 hours in Biotron. And 8 hours, it's impossible. For customers, impossible. For business, impossible. For nothing. Yes. And he make and have a good result, because 45 minutes was enough for customers. But for himself, it was necessary to keep more far from this amplifier.
So what Evgeny must say, the one without amplifier, it takes 8 hours for the client. It's too long. And maybe Zhang saying if they put amplifier, the time can be shortened.
Yes.
Client is not necessary to stay 8 hours. That's the reason.
And for customers, it was very good. But for Jan, unfortunately,
you're saying 20 minutes in the one you're going to build.
This one, yes. 20 minutes.
20 minutes is
but
one.
but
This
no
one.
amplifier.
No amplifier.
So why is
no
that?
amplifier.
That's why
no.
he explained it.
Yes,
This
it's
is-
much more powerful
Right.
geometrically.
Yeah, this is what he explained earlier. He's using a different geometry. So the geometry that
So like
John.
the code.
Jang was using, he was using parabolas and it wasn't focusing. So he's perfected basically cylindrical or spherical geometry is getting a perfect focus So you don't need the amplifier, you don't need the extended time. That's the
This
genius of
invention.
what he has done.
Yeah.
That's
Can I-
amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
And
Can I ask you, you said that it healed your eyes. Did you focus inside on your eyes or did it just pick up?
it's
On what
whole
age?
body, whole
It
body,
just the whole body?
whole body.
And you
it's-
mentioned that lying down or is it important to stay awake? Does that matter?
Uh,
Or you can
It
see
is
you said
it is
people do
necessary
whatever.
regular. It depends on it depends on construction of model. For example, this model also maybe 7 per month, but only 20 minutes, 7
Okay.
times. But
More effective.
regularly every month.
Okay,
If you will do it today and the next day, next time in half a year or in 1 year, no result
okay.
because we our clocks is. But we can make it a little bit back, but clock continue to go. Yes,
Ticking the time.
yes.
So it's 20 minutes, 7 days in a row, you mean, in a month?
Yes, yes. So not in a row.
Oh, no, no.
During 2 weeks, for example, because sometimes people busy or
Yeah.
have some cannot every day. It's not
So,
necessary.
so what is the reasonable in a month? How many times?
7, 10.
7 times in a month.
What would happen if you do it more? Let's say you do it for 1 month every day. What there will be no extra benefit, or is there
Actually, I am a seaman. I am captain of container carrier by my specialty, and I am not a biologist, and I cannot calculate how long time.
He's not a
Yes.
biologist.
And
Sorry.
I take Jiang Kanzhen. He spent 60 years on this technology. His I use his times and knowing his construction, knowing quantity of plants and so on, I recalculate to my. Of course, maybe more, but we have at least one experiment where was overdose. I believe it will be there.
Okay.
So he's a mathematician.
Here, just a moment. Here
Yeah.
in China, Jiang Kanzhen had a follow. They produced more than 20 like balls, more than 20 in China. It's very expensive, it's up to $100,000. And they are using now. And I was last time in China. I could see my own eyes that it's many people coming and they are using this balls.
Where in China?
But
Where?
it's in China. Where exactly? I don't remember. I was China is big. In many places, I believe in 10 places they have by 2 biotrons like this. Yes, but this followers when Jiang Kanzhen was dead in 2018. In 2019, they found me and came to me in Vietnam. I was in Vietnam that time. It was just beginning of 2020, and it's just started this COVID. Yes, and we agreed that we will start very actively from February, but it was not. It was impossible, and only now we continue the same people. We continue our business. And now I just came from China, and we make some more steps to arrange mass production in China.
Because more affordable.
And 3 years ago, I sent them 2 biotrons like this on my on the right, yes, and they compare, and they found that actually effectiveness is of my biotron is better than this.
How is it measured? How do you
I don't know exactly how they measure, but they use some diagnostics, including Chinese diagnostics, and found that effect is better. Of course, with this measurement, it's very difficult thing. Yes, for example, impossible to measure this fields. It's very big fields. Yes, what I use? I use biological sensors, nematodes, it is small worms, yes, and mice. Yes, it's very rather easy. It's also a long time, but it's rather easy to use because people, it is necessary if you all people is different, and to have objective result, it is necessary to take thousands of them, yes, and divide it by two groups, placebo and
Placebo.
effectiveness, yes, and only in this case it will be some objective information. If you will, for example, of all of us, will be different results, little bit different, not just absolutely the same.
So in the chair, there are living plants or mice. What is it?
A chair,
This, this
the
one,
right,
this
one
one.
yours?
The back.
this is
Yeah, the green bed.
Or here,
no, this is my construction,
Yeah.
but on the right.
on the side, this side, on the side.
But
this
this
is
constructions of Jan Kanji.
Oh,
Okay, but in your construction, you have also living organisms.
Living
living, we put
Plants.
plants.
Mice,
plants inside.
Here, this is the
Ah,
plants.
Two sides.
Here the
Okay.
plants
Here
and here the
and
plants.
on the
So
Is
what
anything-
makes your bed more effective is, I guess, the geometric shape and the angles
Yeah.
that you've
Yes,
included
yes,
in
and
The
it
geometry.
for the focus.
also
to make-
distances, because
Uh-huh.
for example here, distance, all electromagnetic emission, distance, it's 1 to 10. For example, if 1 meter distance, it's for example 100. Yes, but if 10 meters, only one. 10 times square.
Yeah.
So it is very quick go down, and such a big distances, no.
Yeah.
Here small distances.